Okay, this fly here is the Elk Hair Caddis. This is a little tougher fly than what we've been doing in the past, but if you've been working on the skills each fly brings into the picture, you should have no trouble tying it. We're going to start threading our hook, wind the thread all the way back to the bend of the hook, and then we're going to tie in a small hackle feather by the tip. You can see I combed back the fibers on that hackle. We can tie it in right by the tip, and the reason I did that is because once we start wrapping this material as part of our body, you want these fibers to stick out and splay out like legs rather than get trapped underneath all the materials we're going to be tying in. Next we're going to tie in some dubbing, small amounts. This is going to be our body of our fly. Very sparse at first. If you can create a nice tapered effect on the body, that's great. If not, just as long as you don't make it clumpy, it's just fine. Small amounts, tie it in, little at a time. Give it another group here. Watch your fingers sometimes if it's hard to wrap on that thread. Give it one more group here. We're going to stop just shy of the hook eye. Right there. Then we're going to take the hackle fiber that we tied in. I'm going to attach my hackle pliers. We're going to palmer this a lot like we palmered that woolly bugger. We're just going to wind it forward. One wrap in front of the other until you get up to where you stopped your body, and then just tie it off. A few wraps to lock it down, and then we cut off this extra stem. You can already see how buggy that's looking. Look like little legs and fibers sticking out there. Then we're going to take some elk hair and cut a little clump off the hide, clean out any under fur and short pieces. Then we're going to put it in a hair stacker. What that does is packs all the tips down so they come out fairly even. You can see how these tips are fairly even. That's going to be the back portion of our wing. We're going to lay that out so it covers the length of the fly, the body, and up here in front we're going to latch it down. One loose wrap first. It's successive tighter wraps so that it splays out like that. Then pull this back, take a couple more wraps there in front of the eye, and you'll see you'll have all this extra material here, all this cut elk hair in front. And what we're going to do is give it a haircut. We're going to pull them up, give them a nice flat top, just like that. Tie off our thread, give it a couple half hitches. One more for good measure. Then we're going to cut our thread. And there's the Elk Hair Caddis. This is probably like the pheasant tail nymph and some of the other flies we've tied in the past. This is a great trout fly. But I've also caught a fair number of panfish on it. Farm pond panfish. Elk Hair Caddis. Time up.